it means that he's not able to be evaluated by Sybil. It doesn't mean he's a sociopath.
Yeah, he's a sociopath. He can't be evaluated by Sybil.
There's a I can't remember his name because I never remember names.
Into a psychopath episode. We're not doing it. We do
but
it all the time.
Don't you dare making statements that you don't have anything any knowledge of.
What do you mean? I've watched it.
Barely.
I'm the one that got you into it, okay? You can just think of me as God. Hello, fellow weebs and otakus, to another episode of Anime Fix, where you're fixed for all things anime. I'm Chase.
I'm Lance.
Welcome back, Lance.
To be back.
Yeah, we took a little hiatus for family time, but
yes,
we are back, and I'm excited because we were watching one of my favorite animes. I always forget that it's one of my favorites because I watched it so long ago, but I'm really excited that you're watching it.
Yeah, I'm very to start off, I'm pleased.
You're pleased?
There are a couple moment I'm getting some. So a lot of times what we've watched and other things, I usually the first few episodes kind of a make or break it for me, right? Like
which is so sad for Charlotte.
Like the first time I sort of realized that I need to like give more time was when when I first watched Soul Eater. Yeah. First 3 episodes of Soul Eater. I think I've talked about it before, but the first 3 episodes of Soul Eater, I didn't dislike it, but I was very critical because I did not like the characters.
Really?
Yeah, because
I've never seen Soul Eater, so I can't really say anything about it.
I didn't like them because they were immature brats with superpowers, basically.
Oh, so kind of the same with the beginning of Charlotte.
Yeah, so I was getting some serious vibes there. Like, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Soul Eater all over again. And the thing was though is like with Soul Eater, if we ever talk, we probably will talk about it.
We'll probably talk about it, yeah.
At some point, but like, allude to that. The first few episodes, they're introducing you to the characters, right? So they're getting you familiar with what the personalities are like,
yeah,
and what they're capable of, and then after that, that's when it starts rolling out the story, and it sort of like pulls away from that because you kind of get the backstory. Then you start to sort of see them in their environment, yeah. and then it gets really good. Like it spikes up super quick. I'll leave it at that. So we have more to talk about later.
We'll leave it at that for Charlotte too. So because you only watched up until episode 3.
Yeah, I've watched episode 3, which was Soul Eater. It was after episode 3 that I was really into.
Yeah.
So I like this so far. There's been a couple of moments, and it's that sort of like
what moments?
Like.
I mean, the whole first episode until the end was like, well, I hate this guy.
Oh, total douchebag.
Yeah. like his name's Yu, I believe. Yu Atsukawa, I think.
I was getting like, what if I was thinking of Death Note. What if oh shit, what was his name?
Light Yagami?
Light Yagami, yeah. I was thinking, what if Light Yagami was a little bit younger, and it was in a comedy.
It wasn't a comedy. So like you didn't like look anything up going into this, right? Or like you didn't know anything about it, right?
I still don't know what the title of the show has to do with
Charlotte.
The show.
Charlotte. Oh, well, you don't know what the title of it has to do with it?
Yeah, don't tell me. I have
no idea either.
You watched the whole thing, okay?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I have no idea what the title means.
Okay. Yeah, I still have no clue. Yeah, I got to episode 3, so I kind of get like I get. I've met. I think based on the opening, I think I've met most of the characters.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I so like
There's
if
2 girls and 2 guys. Obviously, have to have a pairing.
two girls.
Huh.
There's
In
that.
the
There's
opening intro, you see the 4 kids walking up, and there's the stars, which is a super cool intro. I think. Like,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah, but you see the 4 kids walk up with the star, like the meteor shower coming
Mhm.
down, and you see the 2 guys, obviously, Speedy,
He's not speedy.
and
He teleports, but yeah.
I don't. Is that teleporting? Because he's just like flinging himself really quickly across the
He says
room,
it's teleporting, so I believe him.
and then he shows up. He's like, "Here, I brought you some sandwiches." Blood dripping down his
Yeah.
head.
And they're all
I'm used
smushed.
to it.
Yeah. I wear body
Seriously.
armor. Yeah, I don't know what other girl you're talking about though. Trying to
So the girl who can channel dead bodies or dead bodies.
Oh,
She
yeah,
can
yeah.
channel dead. She can channel spirits,
Got it.
and then with the one spirit she channels, has a pyro can control fire.
Yeah, I remember that episode 3. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But what was your first impression of like the start of it? Or were you thinking like, yeah, so the story is about a guy that just fakes his way through school? Is that what you thought it was gonna be?
Kind of like maybe not that was not the whole story. I thought it was gonna be like a subplot or like a sort of
You thought it'd go longer than the first episode, right?
I thought it'd go longer than the first episode. I wasn't expecting like, hey, we have guess what? Xavier's School for the Gifted is real.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Thought
you
you
don't
were
have a
special.
choice. Yeah. And you don't have a choice coming to it.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I I guess I mean, can you still call it special ability? Because
Yeah, so I really like that about Charlotte is all their powers are not perfect. Like they all come with a weakness per se.
yeah,
Like with you, it's only he can only do it for 5 seconds, right? With the girl, it's only one person that she can choose. Otherwise, it looks like she's just beating somebody up.
yeah.
The teleport dude, he just phases everywhere and just can't control it. It's just
Yeah. We haven't learned though. Oh, I guess. Oh, so the one girl who can channel with spirits, she has no control over what spirits she channels with. It just happens.
it just happens, yeah.
And then I still don't. And then not sure what the spirit, her older sister, who
Older
controls.
sister?
Yeah. So the spirit she channels with is her older sister who died.
Oh yeah, yeah. So they just go back and forth.
Yeah, they switch back and forth. And she controls fire. I don't know what her weakness is, other than maybe she's
She's dead.
she's dead.
That's her weakness. She's dead.
I love how the first character we meet he keeps calling everyone else's ability half-assed
Yeah, yeah.
without recognizing
Well-
that his own ability is half-assed too.
Did you watch it in English or Japanese?
I'm watching it in English.
Okay, so I'm watching it in Japanese. So he doesn't say half-ass. He says imperfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes more sense with the English dub that he says that.
Um. Yeah. So, and I'm kind of wondering what his little sister's special ability is going to be.
Yeah.
Is it
Well, I'm not gonna tell you, but
is it making everything with pizza sauce?
sweetness. Yeah.
I
wanna try that,
forgot how
actually.
much. I forgot how much I love curry.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember when he was eating the curry.
I
Um,
a little side. I think of that when I was watching those moments with him, his little sister, and them over food.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Tori and I because I'm I'm like, let's add just add a little. There's no flavor. Just add some sriracha.
Just add some sriracha.
Doesn't matter what it
Sriracha,
is.
bro.
Just yeah, I love sriracha. But I'm
don't
pretty
like
sure you
sriracha.
don't want to put it on everything. Yeah, I'll just like add a little sriracha, or I'm very like,
No
what are we eating today? Rice. What are we having with it?
soy sauce. So,
Sriracha.
look, so like sriracha is not good in my opinion. I don't like sriracha at all. So I rather do like Cholula if it's like on eggs or like any other hot sauce,
Mhm.
or soy sauce with rice.
Don't you like sriracha?
Tastes awful to me. That's horrible.
Oh, I love sriracha, but I
Well, it's too sweet to me. If I want hot sauce, I don't want something sweet.
you want to just burn yourself.
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh.
yes. I enjoy pain and being dominated. You should know that.
Yes, we already know. You've
Yes.
talked about it many times. Um,
Well, I keep bringing it up, so we're gonna keep talking about it.
yeah, I was thinking of that with Tori. Like I,
What
and,
dominating?
but Tori, unlike the brother in this show, who's like, yeah, thanks a lot, sis. Tori's like, can you make something else?
That's hilarious. Can you
'Cause,
like?
then I turn
So,
out and
so
say,
Tori doesn't
listen,
like, take your feelings into account. She's just like,
oh,
just make something else. I don't want to eat this. I'll throw it away.
here's the thing. This is where we go back and forth. It's like, if you want something else, you need to cook, and I'm not doing like this stuff to be difficult. So I'm trying to get her to cook. It's just what I do. Like I would do this. I did this on my when I was living by myself and I before I met her. This is how I ate. This is what I know. So
That's what I either ate fast food or I just made rice with soy sauce. That's all I made. And chicken rice was made rice in a rice cooker, and I got a full chicken that was already cooked from Kroger for $5. That's my chicken rice.
so what I would do for chicken is I would a can of chicken.
Ew! Don't say that.
Yeah.
Ew.
Because
Unless it's a buffalo pasta.
you can mix it in buffalo.
Yeah, like Tori makes. It's good. But like, if I tried to do canned chicken with rice and sauce, I'd throw up.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't care.
Yeah, I usually don't care, but I care about that.
I do. So I have some care for some flavor.
Like,
I learned that about myself. I used to think that flavor didn't matter, and then I had some, I had this replacement shake, like the first version of it.
uh,
Um, and I drank that, and I was like, "This tastes awful." Like it changed my thoughts on food.
I mean, I think since you met Tori too, hasn't she introduced a lot of different like cultures of food, like sushi and like ramen and all that stuff?
Do you? Yeah, she has. Like, so I used to buy. This is fun, and everyone thinks it's crazy. So
When I say that, it makes it sound like she's like Japanese or Asian. When I say like, yeah, she introduced you to all these different cultures.
okay,
of
I was gonna
Asian food.
say it. I was going to say that, but I was like, I'm just gonna roll with it.
I can say it because I'm Asian. It's okay.
Um, I for ramen. So one, I didn't know. This is just how ignorant I was. I did not know ramen was an actual like
dish from Japan.
dish, right? I just thought it was some cheap thing you get at the grocery store because you're too poor to buy anything nicer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you the kind of ramen I would buy. I would buy cup ramen.
Yeah, I would too. 100%.
Would too? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Ori is like cup ramen is disgusting, and most of the people that comes up to, they're like, yeah, how could you buy the cup ramen? You get the bags of ramen.
I mean, the bags of ramen are way better, way better. But if before they invented that thing where I'm not sure if you have it, but we have a plastic like bowl thing that you put the bag ramen in, put it in put water up to the fill line, and you put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. It cooks it perfectly. Before that, I would buy cup ramen.
Okay.
But now that I have that, it's so much better.
The only reason why I bought the cup ramen before is just so I didn't have to do dishes.
Exactly. But now, because I have that, it's only 29 cents per bag instead of like almost $1 per bag or per cup.
Yeah.
I can get a whole box of it for like $2.95. Savings. You know how much savings that is?
Oh yeah, you could probably buy yourself like
I probably shouldn't eat that
Starbucks.
much ramen. I do.
You know, I'm pretty sure that if you did that every single day, like you didn't like substitute or have something else in between, you probably hurt your body.
I mean, I had McDonald's in between, so it kind of off balances it a little bit.
It does not off balance that at
That
all.
way, my
That's
stool is a lot harder, you know.
don't talk about that. Don't do that. I have a I
You
have
have
a
a thing?
thing.
What thing do you have?
I we're done. We're moving on.
We're
We're
not
back
talking
to
about it anymore.
no, back to Charlotte. Back to Charlotte.
Back to Charlotte.
You just straight up took a nail gun into this tangent of a conversation.
I love it so much. It's so great. What did you think about you? So like, what do you think was the last straw of like him abusing his powers? I didn't think he could abuse his powers that much with the ability that he had, but he did.
I mean, cheating in school. Oh, the last straw. Probably when he almost killed that girl just
Yes,
so you have
that's
an
my last
excuse
straw.
to save her.
Yep, that was my last straw. I'm like, why is he making that other girl run away? And then like, oh, there's a truck. Oh, he's gonna. And then like
Yeah.
oh man, I thought that was like, wow. What if you didn't get back in your body in time, like to jump in front of her, right?
Yeah, it
Because
was a
like maybe
good.
because he's like really droggy after he comes back to his body usually.
Yeah, that was a complete risk, all because he wanted.
He
Because
didn't he didn't like her. He just wanted the status symbol.
yeah, like he's such a douche. Like
Yeah.
seriously,
You
like
think he's grown in the last 2 episodes though? Like by episode 3, you think he's grown a little bit or not?
no, I don't think he has. I think he's there. I think he's putting in his time, and he hasn't had a reason yet to really sort of like he's doing it because he has to, not because he wants to. I'm pretty sure at some point we'll get his reason. Like, and I think we might almost be there, and I think it has to do with his sister because when he learns from um, Invisible Girl,
Invisible Girl. She's not. Yeah, yeah. Invisible Girl.
about what happened to her brother,
Yeah.
and he kind of sees the effect, like what he went through, obviously, like him
Yeah,
being
really
just
messed up
like this
too.
almost catatonic, and how it affected his sister, or that relationship. And he looks at his own family and he goes, "Huh? What if that happens to me? What would happen to her?" Right?
Yeah. A little
And
foreshadowing, I guess.
so, yeah, but he's still kind of self-centered, so it's not quite there. So I think what's going to happen is the stage that it's been foreshadowed that something's going to happen. My opinion, I think that something's
What
like
do you
there's going
think's
to
gonna
be a
happen?
huh?
What do you think's gonna happen?
I'm
Like,
going to think. I think that scientists are going to find him.
find him.
Yeah, and his little sister, or what it's going to be is his little sister's special ability is going to come out,
Yeah.
and they're going to find her. There's going to be some sort of like confrontation there.
Yeah.
That's when he's
Kind
going
of
to be
like
like,
the climax thing, right?
yeah.
Nice.
And I think that's what it'll
That
be.
makes sense.
I also how they sort of conflate special abilities with adolescence.
Yeah.
Like the awkwardness of like growing up and like not your
I always,
body's going through changes and you don't know what's happening and all that stuff.
you know what's
And
crazy? Like, I just realized that there's a big correlation between Charlotte and Bunny Girl Senpai with the powers. I did not realize that until
Bunny Girl Senpai have powers.
yeah, until you just said that. Like, I never noticed the adolescence correlation. That's really cool. Huh. Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's really good. That's a lot like Shinkai movies and Shinkai films.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Oh, then I'm
Like,
already sold.
yeah, I got the same feeling watching Bunny Girl Senpai as all the Shinkai movies.
Can't wait till that his newest films come out.
I know, right?
There better be a dub or at least a sub in the US.
Do you remember me telling you like my thoughts on Charlotte?
Hmm.
We're talking to Kyle about it, but I'm not gonna rehatch it because I don't want you to go into it, thinking certain things.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy it. But you like it so far after 3 episodes?
Yeah. Like some of the dial. So it's weird. Like, but it's nothing I haven't seen in other animes. Like, the guy with thoughtography, which that's
That's
such a
yeah,
stupid. Like, I'm
stupid
gonna
power.
stare at you and make a Polaroid of you in your underwear. Like,
Yeah,
but
he didn't do
anyway,
it for himself though. Did it for his family. Noble cause.
and of course, like there's that, and then he goes, That didn't work, so I'm gonna pull out my bow and arrow, and I'm gonna try and kill you."
And then he accidentally loses it. Bro,
Yeah,
what would happen like if the dude missed the first time grabbing the arrow?
yeah. That would have been. I mean, you got
Uh,
lucky.
that would have been the show right there. Show's over.
But anyway, no, his thoughtography of a Polaroid of. But no, anyway, like when he does that and he goes, "I have this picture of you and and in your underwear here," and the girl kind of just like goes, "Whatever," and he goes, "Well, you're
No one wants to see
attractive."
that.
Yeah, no one wants to see that. Yeah, and he goes, "Well, you're attractive," and she goes, "Really? You think
Really?
so?" Like that kind of sort of
Yeah.
campy stuff, but.
Well, it's campy, but like if you think about it, like the Speedy dude, he's only friends with her or acquaintances with her because they're in the same club together, right? That they're
Yeah.
forced to be together because he didn't invite her to the lunch, right? To go to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So she really has no friends per se.
Yeah, it wasn't really clear to me why she doesn't have any friends.
I mean, did you listen to like what Speedy said? He was saying like she can only um make one person that she thinks about not see her. So security cameras and everyone else around her, it looks like she's just beating someone else up.
Okay. But I mean, like,
She used to do it a lot in middle school. So sh-
uh,
so so
that
like
was
everyone there,
her.
so everyone there used to abuse their powers like a lot. And then like you said, that turning point with her brother made her like go back like to do a 180, right?
I get it now. So she was basically beating people up and didn't realize that only one person couldn't see her,
Yeah. Yeah. And
and
it started
so
to catch up with her. Yeah.
she's a bully.
She was. I don't know if she is
Yeah,
anymore. She bullies the bullies, so she is a bully still.
yeah, yeah. She is a bully. Um, that's sad.
Are you excited to see the rest of the episodes?
I am. Yeah, I'm very eager to see. It's always such for me. It's like an investment. Like I'm gonna sit down and watch this, and I don't know. I think the same thing with like movies or games. I get real worried about the first 20 minutes.
Why? Because if you don't like it, you
Yeah,
have to watch like a whole another like 4 hours of a content that you don't like.
yeah. Like, or if I like a game, if I spend $60 on a game, and turns out like the first I get to like the first third of it or whatever, first quarter. I'm like, man, this sucks, and I just spent all that money, and
Why
it's
spend
just
money to watch this though? You're spending time, I guess.
time is money.
You
That,
sound like
that
you sound like a salesman.
I mean,
You know how much time I could be using watching Psychopaths instead of this? Digging deeper in the lore about Psychopaths. Psychopaths.
I'm sort of at a stopping point until they release more stuff in English. I don't think
Yeah.
I have the aptitude to learn Japanese fast enough with
No, all you gotta do is like get the Japanese book and then just get Google Translate and just like read it that way.
No, I'm not going to.
I've done that.
I mean,
Mostly because I'm impatient.
no, maybe
Have you watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I have, and I don't like it.
Okay. First off, you're wrong. Second off, well, ignore that fact. You know how they called themselves the Scooby Gang in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? And like they always like meet at Giles' house or might meet in the school library and everything. I get that vibe in Charlotte when they're all around that table. like, and they're like planning like what to do next and stuff. I get that vibe a lot.
He can only use his special ability once he's fully dressed and submerged in water.
Yeah, that's it's so funny about that.
Pyromania as it trips on the channeling.
It makes a cool sound though.
It does make a cool sound. That room is gorgeous, by the way.
I
Of all
know.
the yeah, of
I like
all the
books
rooms
on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like Buffy. We're not going to ignore that fact.
Yes, we're gonna ignore that fact. How you not like Buffy? It created one of the best TV characters of all time, Spike, and it created a really awesome spin-off show that I think is better than the main show. I like Angel, Buffy. I would say it's a lot darker.
Yeah.
You don't just say to one of the best TV shows of all time.
I know. I'm a lone rider on this one, and I'm okay with that. It's just
How can
I
you like?
I like the movie. I remember the movie that came out before the series.
What?
It was a movie
That didn't star Sarah Michelle Gellar, the one from
Yes.
like 1980s.
I don't think it was the 80s, but yeah,
Was it not the 80s? I thought it was the 80s.
I think it was the 80s.
I remember watching it and I was like, this is horrible compared to the TV show. Let me see. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. 1992. Who played her?
A bad actress, maybe.
And you like the movie more?
I mean, I like the sort of
Christy
environment.
Swanson.
I like the environment better. Like a series, series was too campy. Of what I saw, I didn't watch every single season or every single episode, so I'm basing my thoughts on just a handful of like the earlier stuff. But
The first season is very campy. Then it ramps up. Kind of like anime. You got to give it like 3 to 6 episodes.
well, I don't have enough time to give it longer than the first season.
That's fair. That's fair. But it's so like, what's your cutoff point for animes? Like you after like if it doesn't hook you in 3 episodes, you're done, or like 6 or like 2. I know my cutoff.
It depends. So I've been very spoiled and fortunate that I've had people pick good animes for me to watch.
I've been spoiled, but it's good though, because you can start venturing out on your own.
Yeah, I'd say I might still work through it, but my time investment goes down. So like, let's say like with Soul Eater, for example, I watched 1 episode and I was like, and then a few weeks went by, and then I watched the second episode. Went a few months.
Yeah.
Watched the 3rd episode. And I was like, and then I remember I was like, I brought it up again. I was like, oh, let's watch Soul Eater. By that point, Corey was like, I don't want to watch it with you because you're just gonna
stop.
Yeah. And
then you hit that 1 episode that just hits it for you, and then you're like, let's go.
Yeah. And so that's what happened with Soul Eater, like Madoka Magica, episode 3 or 4, I think it was.
Yeah.
That hang on 1 second.
You're good. I'll entertain everyone while you're gone, like I always do. I was gonna do some like ASMR stuff, but I really don't even know what that means. So, from like the TikTok videos that I watch and listen to, they tend to like be super quiet when they talk, and also like make noises on their desk or on the mic. But I don't know if I want to do that, so I'm just gonna keep talking randomly about random stuff that makes no sense. We might be doing manga soon. I think that'd be super cool, but once again, I don't know if my partner in crime is gonna have enough time. I've been doing like physical books a lot more instead of like digital ones. I like digital ones, but there's just something different about actually doing and reading like a physical copy of a book. It doesn't hurt my eyes as much as well, which I really enjoy not hurting my eyes. But
sorry about that.
You're good. I was talking about manga.
My children were fighting.
It's all good, brother. What were we talking about? Oh, that like one episode that just hits it for you, like because you wait a
Yeah.
couple months or a couple weeks.
I probably wouldn't have given Soul Eater the chance it deserved if it hadn't been for Tori.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have given the Idaten deities only know peace after the first episode
Yeah.
if we weren't doing it for this for an episode and because it was Kyle.
Yep.
I'm giving this a chance because it's you. Well,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say I'm giving this a chance because it's you because like it's not bad. Like I'm enjoying it, but I'm seeing a lot of the getting a lot of the same feelings I did.
The anime tropes.
Yeah.
The feelings. What do you mean feelings? Of
No, like the feelings I had at the beginning of like Soul Eater or
oh, like right before it ramps up.
yeah, right before it ramps up with the characters being kind of like a bunch of weird
Yeah,
weird.
because I remember like when you were watching like two specific incidences is like Death Note and Tokyo Ghoul, like you were like kind of iffy, and then like you hit that episode and you were like, let's go. Tokyo Ghoul might have been episode 1 because episode 1's like the best way to introduce an anime of all time.
Don't you mean Psychopaths episode 1?
I mean, honestly, they're really similar of how they tell the story really fast, but then they ramp it up really fast. But then like Tokyo Ghoul, I would say Psychopaths and Tokyo Ghoul also have the same problem of they go balls to the wall with the first episode, and then right after that, it's like just bland story, and then it ramps up again.
Hold on a second.
I did not care about. I didn't care about like the dude in Psychopaths that was murdering his buddies to keep his hue correct. Like in that little factory, and I didn't care about the clown that is like killing. I don't even know because I don't care. All I cared about was that main story with Kogami and the dude that has no emotions.
But okay. So first off, he's
what?
He's criminally asymptomatic.
Yeah, he has no emotions.
It doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't have any emotions.
He's a sociopath. It's a sociopath.
It means that he's not able to be evaluated by Sybil. It doesn't mean he's a sociopath.
Yeah, he's a sociopath. He can't be evaluated by Sybil.
There's a I can't remember his name because I never remember names.
We're not doing it. We do it all the time.
Don't you dare for making statements that you don't have anything any knowledge of.
What do you mean I've watched it?
Barely.
I'm the one that got you into it, okay? You can just think of me as God.
My point is I give things so like Charlotte is particularly like I enjoy it, but there are some elements to it that give me like that feeling I got at the beginning of the Ideaton deities or Soul Eater or
like there's like a where they're like the story just gets better like later on, you know.
Yeah.
3 words I would say would just be just you wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. But I think that's pretty good. I mean, we got 30 minutes out of 3 episodes of Charlotte, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, there was a lot to talk about. So
yeah,
I know there's gonna be more. So
how many episodes you want to watch for the next time?
I could try to do at least 3. I have a week.
At least 3. So if we do 3 episodes a week per anime, that's like 12 episodes, which there aren't a whole lot. That means it takes us 4 weeks to get through an anime series for 12 episodes. That's not too bad.
Yeah, and I mean,
plus we can throw in like other ones, right? Like that's like movies.
Yeah.
Maybe start doing 2 uploads a week. Who knows? Especially if they're only 30 minutes, I guess.
You could probably do 2 uploads a week.
I wish we could do a poll with all of our listeners to see if they enjoy 30 minutes or an hour episodes. That'll make it easier.
Depends on how focused we are, I bet.
What do you mean?
Do we go
how I mean, we were on topic pretty good during that. Except you bringing up Psychopaths every.
You brought up Psychopaths and then you dissed it in front of me.
Because I want to get a reaction out of you. And it worked.
I hate you.
But I love it. I love it. Alrighty. So what are we thinking for next time?
Are we gonna continue to do Charlotte
Yeah, of
next time?
course.
Yeah,
I
let's do Charlotte.
I cannot be the kind of guy that just does 3 episodes and switch to another thing. Like my ADD is pretty bad, but like that would bug the crap out of me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do Charlotte.
All right, we'll do Charlotte next time. All right. Thanks everyone for listening. I think we're gonna try doing this 30-minute thing, right, Lance? I think that probably makes the most sense.
But both how busy we are, or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the busy one.
I mean, kinda, but I've also been super busy with jujitsu, so I will take half the blame.
Yeah,
Alright.
we can try 30-minute episodes. We'll just play it by ear. We don't have
We'll
to
play it by
be set on
Yeah.
one type of schedule.
You know what we should do? We should let our two European listeners decide for us. Because they've been here since the beginning, right?
They're still here. I haven't checked the
Yeah, they're still here. They're
but
usually
they wouldn't
the
be.
first
But I
ones.
just
Yeah, they're usually the first ones that would listen. So
fantastic.
yeah,
Sure,
all right,
why not?
we'll catch everyone next time when we watch and review the next 3 episodes of Charlotte.
Bye.